Broadheath #1, bidding for his fourth successive victory in this race, ridden by Paul Nicholls. 3 is Mr Frisk, ridden by Alan Jones. 6 Midnight Madness, ridden by Derek Morris. 7 Bright Dream, Richard Rowe. 11 Tarconi, Robert Strong. 13 DONAGHMOYNE Mr Tom Grantham, and putting up £4 overweight, Tom, and here's how they bet at the moment.
Well, there's an edge of favoritism on Mr Frisk, which is 9-4. But it's drifting a little. Broadheath is 5-2. Midnight Madness 11-4. Bright Dream 5-1. Tarconi 16-1. And DONAGHMOYNE 50-1 from 33.
Bright Dream, Mr Frisk, then Midnight Madness and Broadheath and DONAGHMOYNE and Tarconi, as they all jump the first safely. Mr Frisk nearest to us, Midnight Madness, Bright Dream on the far side. Broadheath comes next. And then DONAGHMOYNE and Tarconi. Mr Frisk, the leader from Midnight Madness and Bright Dream. Then Broadheath, bidding for his 5th course victory in his 16th race in all, and his 4th in succession in this Mercedes-Benz. Mr Frisk, though, in the lead. From Midnight Madness, a little gap then to Bright Dream. Behind Bright Dream is Broadheath, then Tarconi and DONAGHMOYNE, as they swing into the straight on the first circuit. Coming to number 3, Mr Frisk and Midnight Madness together. Mr Frisk on the far side, Midnight Madness nearest to us, Bright Dream, Broadheath, Tarconi and DONAGHMOYNE. The first of the ditches now. Mr Frisk, Midnight Madness, Bright Dream, Broadheath, Tarconi and DONAGHMOYNE. Coming down to the next, the 5th. Midnight Madness from Mr Frisk, Bright Dream, Broadheath, Tarconi and DONAGHMOYNE. Midnight Madness over the 6th from Mr Frisk, Bright Dream and Broadheath, Tarconi and DONAGHMOYNE. This will be the last on the next circuit. Midnight Madness from Mr Frisk is in quite a lather. Bright Dream is 3rd and Broadheath 4, 5 Tarconi and 6 DONAGHMOYNE. So coming up to the winning post on the first circuit, it's Midnight Madness from Mr Frisk and Bright Dream, then Broadheath, Tarconi, and finally DONAGHMOYNE just coming into the picture. Still Midnight Madness from Mr Frisk, Bright Dream going just a little bit wide there, then Broadheath, Tarconi and DONAGHMOYNE. Midnight Madness still from Mr Frisk, Bright Dream and Broadheath close in 4th, then Tarconi and DONAGHMOYNE the back marker. Coming to number 8 of the 18 in all, Midnight Madness from Mr Frisk and Broadheath going well on the inside of Bright Dream, then Tarconi, and finally DONAGHMOYNE, who only just jumped it. Second of the ditches, Midnight Madness from Mr Frisk and Broadheath, then Bright Dream, Tarconi, and finally DONAGHMOYNE running to the 10th. Midnight Madness from Mr Frisk and Broadheath, then Tarconi and then Bright Dream, who's lost ground into 5th place. Over the water now, Midnight Madness clear of Mr Frisk, who doesn't jump it very well. Broadheath right upsides him, then Tarconi and then Bright Dream. Over the 12th, Midnight Madness is well clear at the moment of Broadheath and Mr Frisk together, and then Tarconi and then Bright Dream. 6 from home, Midnight Madness from Broadheath and Mr Frisk, then Tarconi, Bright Dream. Oh, a long run now to the next. Midnight Madness in the lead with Broadheath attempting this four-timer, closing all the time. Then Mr Frisk, and then Tarconi, who's not far behind him at all. In fact, coming up to join Mr Frisk now. Midnight Madness from Broadheath, Tarconi and Mr Frisk, and these four now a long, long way clear of Bright Dream and DONAGHMOYNE. 5 left to jump. Midnight Madness from Broadheath, Tarconi and Mr Frisk. Midnight Madness still with a commanding advantage as they come down to the next from Broadheath. Then Tarconi and Mr Frisk. Midnight Madness lands in the lead from Broadheath and Tarconi. Then Mr Frisk coming down to the final open ditch now in this Mercedes-Benz chase. This is 4 from home. Midnight Madness lands in the lead from Tarconi. And then Broadheath, and then Mr Frisk trying to get closer again, coming down to the next. Still Midnight Madness from Tarconi, Broadheath, and Mr Frisk. Midnight Madness lands clear of Tarconi, Mr Frisk, and Broadheath. Broadheath's not going to win it again this year. Coming down to the second last. Midnight Madness is clear of Tarconi and Mr Frisk. Midnight Madness, Tarconi second, a faller. Tarconi has gone at the second last. Horse is up all right, his rider's yet to rise. Midnight Madness coming down to the last now. He's only got to jump it. Midnight Madness, oh, he doesn't jump it well, but he gets away with it. Mr Frisk jumps it second and Broadheath third. And as they race up towards the line, Midnight Madness wins the Mercedes-Benz chase from Mr Frisk in second, third Broadheath, and fourth Bright Dream. And Tarconi obviously unscathed, the winner 3-1, his rider up on his feet all right. DONAGHMOYNE was pulled up, and the result first, number 6, Midnight Madness, owned by Mr David Bloomfield, trained by him and ridden by Derek Morris. Second was number 3, Mr Frisk, owned by Mrs Harry Duffy, trained by Kim Bailey and ridden by Alan Jones. And third, number 1, Broadheath, owned by Mr Michael Marsh, trained by David Barons and ridden by Paul Nicholls. Fourth was number 7, Bright Dream.
Second, number 3, Mr Frisk, 5-2. And third, number 1, Broadheath, 9-4 favourite. And there were 6 runners.